the Springfield Echelon, when we did the first initial product launch of this pistol last year, it was a big deal. This was Springfield's new flagship polymer pistol to get away from maybe the XDs, XDMs, and they crushed it. And it was a well-received pistol, a very popular gun, and the gun shoots awesome. Well, now we get a new version with one simple change: the integrated compensator. And today we're gonna shoot a standard and a comp gun. We're gonna really answer the question, do you need to upgrade? If you guys saw the original video on the Echelon comp, we did the full review dedicated on this pistol. I touched on some of the things that maybe you at home don't know in regards to the optic mounting plate, the modularity of the trigger system, and us waiting for new slides and new frames. Today's video isn't going to go back over all that. I'm just going to give you guys some real data-driven, my personal shooting in regards to shooting the same ammo, same distance, same target, not very far away, but I wanted to see for myself how much felt recoil I would be feeling with the compensated pistol versus the non-compensated pistol. And that's what we did here today. Before I get too far in this video, let me tell you about what I do here. We're a soft goods manufacturer. We primarily specialize in plate carriers, placards, chest rigs, canine gear, etc. But we also do specialty modified Safari holsters for pistols like the Echelon. So we do have support in level 1 and level 3, right and left-handed, for both these guns. One caveat, the holsters that we offer, Safari holsters that fit the Echelon, do not support the SRO currently, but if you have any other red dot footprint, you're good to go. You can find all that product on our website at rdrgear.com. So you guys, as I mentioned, if you guys already saw, or you can go back and look, and I'll link it here as well, the dedicated review on the Echelon. The gun is super fast and it shoots super flat. And I think that's because of how well the comp has been done. With the angle of the comp, the depth and the width of the comp, it's really very well done. So today, I still had the original Echelon that they sent us last year for the product launch. So we have an SRO fitted and a Defender Vortex XL, or not the XL, the ST. We shot the same ammo, same magazines, same everything. This target was shot at 3 yards. It's dot torture. It's usually designed to shoot very close because it's giving you the feedback of applying proper grip, stance, sights, and trigger press. And you'll know that, and I know this because personally, I don't shoot an SRO for the very reason I'm about to show you, because the parallax on an SRO, I feel the dot is straight, but it's actually not. It's actually canted, and you'll see that in the target. The Vortex does not have that, and that's the reason why, in my opinion, a lot of, especially on the LE side of the house, the SRO having the most parallax of any red dot. No red dot's parallax free, but the SRO seems, for me, especially for me, it gives me the most parallax issues, so oftentimes I'm pushing one way or another. So again, that's varies for you guys. Quick mention for you guys, again, if you haven't seen the original video, you'll notice both pistols don't have plates mounted to them. That's because of the modularity of the mounting system on the Echelon. You can run RMR footprint, Delta Point footprint, whatever you want. That's one of the really cool features of this pistol. And now that it's been out for well over a year, it's very tried and true. So no plate needed. It's always a benefit. Something I did mention in the last video, if you guys saw the original, I was gonna show you guys the co-witness option, right? So if you'll notice, you guys can see this in camera at home, the RMR footprint base is pretty tall right here. There's no cutout for a sight channel or a co-witness. So when you look at this pistol, you get very limited co-witness. It's there, very little, but with the height of this plate to the RMR deck, it's just a smidge. The benefit of the Vortex, for example, if you'll notice here, we're pretty even, same position, same deck thickness here, but with the Vortex, it has the cutout right through here for the pass-through for co-witness. So now the sights line up perfectly, and that's just something that I think is a very key point, especially when you look at the Defender. We've got 4 reviews on both the Defender, ST, and XL. Check those out. I'll link them in the video as well. But phenomenal option. Don't knock till you try it. So this is dot torture. This is something I use personally for myself. It's just a great validation target. You get them free online. You can shoot them anywhere 3 feet to 3 yards, right? Whatever you prefer. All right. A little bit wild. First target, this is the first one. That's just me, right? Getting on the gun. I didn't have a hard focus point on the target. Non-comp. But that recoil threw me off a couple times, and therefore that's why we have these all kind of lower edge targets, off the edge here, low down here, low down here. That recoil mitigation is pushing my gun. I've got to make sure my grip is a little bit tighter on the non-compensated pistol than the comp gun. Could it be new gun versus year-old gun? Possible. Comp on number 2, dot torture, 10 rounds. One out. Yeah. But as we go back here, now we're there. This was a 10th round flyer.
I think you're gaming it just to prove that comps don't do anything because you've taken that claim so many times.
No, but I will admit, it's soft shooting. It really is.
Okay.
I will say that. You definitely feel a difference. I'd have to probably do this like a full, like 100 rounds each. Maybe we got enough ammo. But I don't want to be here all day. But maybe we shoot all of them and then show people at home the side by side, because I think 100 would be a good beta test. But it's odd because I do feel the comp shoots softer, but also I feel like the non-comp just tracks better. Does that make sense? And I think the targets show that as well. Okay, so that's me tracking shitty ass group. And that could just be a little bit of zero and a little bit of trigger press.
I think that was your fastest cadence.
What's that?
That was your fastest
was it?
cadence.
And that could be why. Because I'm really trying to just focus on that first round impact. I'm focusing on the 2 center, but wherever that impact goes, I caught myself shifting to that, so. That's where that softer recoil comes into play. This one here, again, 10th round. And shooting 10 rounds in these targets will really kind of, like, your brain's got to do the same thing 10 times. And you start to feel like, oh shit, wheels are coming off. Next thing you know, the wheel's off the car and you're in the ditch. Pretty clean cadence. I caught myself, shifting and then focusing on the shift, not staying on the target. It's like when I'm chipping with my 60, sometimes I'll chip and I get to here and I look up and I try to see where the ball goes. Same issue I have. I want to watch it go in. Not like that though, you weirdo.
I didn't even say anything.
You just big old smirk on your face.
No, I didn't even go, my mind didn't even go there.
It did. That's definitely a 0. We are good to go. Everything's centered on the target, crisp. Again, 10th round. So this is something that you guys can use at home. And if you're working a red dot and your gun is zeroed at its, mine are all zeroed at 15 yards, or actually 25 for both these. But that's something that you'll be able to figure out where you're putting your dot on that target to adjust for that close distance holdover, if that's how you shoot, or you're just gonna rip these and go from there. Impressive. That was pretty soft. That tracked really well. That was also me making sure I tracked. So this weekend, I've got that Velox training group class with Nick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that'll really help my red dot game a lot.
Hell yeah. You say that's this weekend?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Next weekend. The week after my birthday. This weekend's all about cocaine, hookers, champagne. Maybe, I bought a goat too, but. This was to show you guys how well the pistol, when you see the B-roll, you'll see how well this gun tracked and how well that recoil was mitigated with the Echelon comp. This one here was a pretty decent cadence, and the gun just tracked. And that was me hard focus on the target. And again, that's just a really good group for shooting 10 rounds. These are all great for what they are, considering if you apply the group size to an application of a concealed carry or a law enforcement case use, at the end of the day, gun just shoots very, very well, and it's a very accurate pistol.
Quick, what's your social security?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I thought it was just 1.
All right, fourth and final target, standard gun. Right, made a 0 adjustment. Too fast for my own good and not enough right. These cadences were all pretty similar. It's kind of tough to judge that, you know, when you're shooting yourself, but you'll see very good accuracy out of both guns. But the comp gun does give you better ability to stay on target and track simply because the gun is not coming off target. Would you say this was the fastest cadence, number 4?
On both.
I feel it was. And that seemed to be the fastest with the standard gun. I still feel the standard needs a 0 adjustment, but that's very solid for both guns.
It's true. This one did come from that one. So your fast cadence had a pretty good group, but that one, that wasn't from the next range over. The ricochet, that was actually from this.
You sure it's on a ricochet?
I'm sure.
That looks like 5.56 to me.
If it was a ricochet, it would have keyholed.
Look at you with the fancy big gun words. And again, comp will aid the skilled shooter who's applying good basic fundamentals. It is not going to be this Harry Potter wand that you just tap on your pistol and next thing you know, oh my God, it shoots great and it shoots flat. There is no such thing as a flat pistol. There are people who can shoot pistols flat. And you can look at that, and any dude who shoots a Glock, stock Glock, any of the guys at Tier 1 Concealed back in the day, watch Jared, the owner of Tier 1 Concealed, shoot a stock Glock. It is just as flat as a comped pistol. The comped pistol will give you increase in speed, and that's one of the benefits. You'll see this gun. It shoots super fast. It is a very, very easy gun to shoot with that compensated pistol. So at the end of the day, as I mentioned in the original video, do you go out and buy this one? It's up to you. You know, because when you look at both pistols and you look at the targets that these pistols both created, look at this one here with the stock and look at this one here with the comp, right? These two targets, if you compared just these two, that's a pretty comparable for one gun out of comp, one gun with a comp. This is my best way to show you guys at home, don't get bit by the FOMO, the fear of missing out. Test yourself and see if getting the new one is a benefit for you, or even if you go buy a new one, right? And you go buy one and there's a standard on the shelf and the comps are on in stock, are you losing out by buying the standard? No. Because if you do want it comped, as I mentioned in the original video, there are plenty of companies out there who are doing aftermarket slide milling or cutting. Monsoon Tactical, for example, is always one I keep coming up to. But there are a bunch of guys out there who are doing compensated slides, either like a Lucky 7 style or a top porting or the big chunk porting style. You'll be able to find whatever company fits your needs. But you guys, at the end of the day, nothing beats time on the pistol at the range, working on the craft. And I'm guilty of it as well. I don't shoot a lot. I need to shoot more pistol on my personal guns, and I sure as hell need to shoot more rifle. But at the end of the day, this is what I got for you guys on the head-to-head between the new Echelon Comp, Echelon Standard, and the proofs in the pudding here. So as always, guys, I appreciate you watching. If you made it this far into the video, like, share, subscribe. You'll see more content like this, and you'll also know when next time we upload a video. Until next time, be well. Take care.
Dead in the streets.
Damn it. I took the ear off so you could hear you. Now I'm deaf. This would be a good moment for this video is sponsored by, for the second time, Miracle Ear.